Okay, anyways, so I want to make a part two of my other video that I made the other night about respectability politics and with black women teaching their daughters and sons and children, nonsense and defending and not defending shit, not defending hey, gender roles and stuff like that. And this is a response to that video that I saw of a black woman having her daughter or some child, some young girl dancing on a pole, sliding down a pole, and then I see the barrage of black women defending it and saying that it's not stripping, it's just going down a pole, it's not. And I'm like I'm tired of it. I'm tired of saying it's a duck only to be heard that it's not a duck, it's something else. It's an it's not a duck, it's an animal. And I'm like, okay, I know it's an animal, but I'm saying it's specifically a duck. And it's like that. It's like kind of like that, like a retarded argument like that, where I'm getting down to the specifics and they just lollygagging. Um, and this reminds me of so much of the bullshit that that I ran across. I don't know if I ever finished that story about the clinic, and I've talked about it many times. When I had to go to that ghetto clinic to see if I needed a shot to go to Australia, I ended up not needing it, but um, I run across a woman with a child and another woman, and the other woman, I'm assuming could be the auntie, cousin, family friend. This woman had a very disgusting tattoo that said "bad bitch," and it was wide open, like it was. It's kind of like what she had, like one of those T-shirts that are those female T-shirts that are just kind of have a long or a wide um, collar, and so it kind of exposes the cleavage a lot more. And so I was like, wow, that's that I'm looking at this shit like, wow, this is crazy. You're in public, number one, and that's disgusting. Now I'm seeing a black boy walking around with a woman who has no respect for herself. And I went and I email and I messaged and text women that I know saying, hey, that's complete bullshit, and I'm not gonna tolerate that. Why aren't sisters doing any goddamn thing about this? You know, why aren't sisters saying to each other like, "Hey, you need to present yourself a lot better than that." It's complete foolishness, man. Gosh, I need to use the bathroom. But anyways, um, a lot of these sisters, man, they're letting their own just run around like a kamikaze. They and the thing is, it's like it's kind of like not even on it's not even an organized kamikaze. It's just hit anything, miss the target completely. And there really needs to be some motherly training. I'm tired of these freaking relationship gurus. No more. We don't need any more sisters giving bad advice on relationships. We don't need these middle class black Christian light skinned middle class women talking about um, you know God and relationships, and God is giving you the right time. God will let you know the right time to find your man. Like, no, none of these females, none of these bad relationship gurus, none of these chicks talking about women should date bisexual men. Fuck, none of that. None of that. and there was a woman I used to be cool with. She used to teach wife school. Well, she does teach it, but no more of this relationship catering shit. I mean, women have it already down, and there's so many avenues for that shit. We need some places where women can learn how to be decent mothers and teach your kids um some decent shit. Not twerking, not sliding down a pole, not cussing, not fighting, you know, none of that foolishness, man. We really need that instead of these hood rats just dropping the kids off at a damn daycare or at the grandma. And then, grandma's too freaking tired and too freaking old to discipline the kids. And all she can do is just yell and scream. I've been in these households, man. I've been into. I have to run into another story about how I met this girl and I just wanted to smash her. She was a single mom though. I just wanted to smash though, but I didn't though because her living arrangement was so horrible. Like she lived with her mom, and then she had these like two annoying kids. Then she lived with her brother, and the apartment is so freaking small. It's like there's really no privacy. So, and I think there's only like two rooms in there. So there was literally no privacy in there. So I was like, she's just that's nothing to worry about. But jeez, fuck. What was I about to say? Yeah, I went to her house, her apartment complex, like three times. It was a horrible experience. I went there just to get my hair done, and I just kind of went in and went out because it was so horrible. Kids ain't even disciplined. Yelling, they were literally yell and scream for like an hour and a half. They'll go to sleep for like half an hour. To go up, they'll be quiet for the rest of the day. But when both those little girls are up, yelling, screaming, fighting, and I was like, this is horrible. I remember I was in there, and I was in there, and just make sure this thing is on. I was in there, and what happened? What happened? What happened? Come on. Oh yeah, I was in there, and the girl's nose was bleeding, and they said it was diabetes, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that diabetes can make your nose bleed randomly, but her nose was bleeding. There was this big fuss over, she needs to eat healthy food. And, I'm looking at the kitchen. I'm looking at the fridge is, they have like an old model fridge, and then they have like a freezer, like those deep freezers. It's like an old ass model. I'm like, Jesus, man. But like, really, they have nothing. You know, the grandma, the mom, really. Well, she's a grandma now, but yeah, she's so freaking old. She can't even really cook. To be honest, I don't think she can cook. I think she's too old for it. I think she'll have maybe on some days she'll cook, but it's like they were eating instant instant made microwave macaroni and cheese. I'm like, damn, how could I couldn't eat no damn uh, synthetic macaroni and cheese. I have to eat the real thing. I have to I love the homemade shit. Hell, my mom wasn't even a good cook, but I love that mac and cheese though. Shit. Um, and then like the next time, they were arguing about books. I think they were just talking reckless, and I think they were learning or talking certain ways that they learned from books that was completely inappropriate. And another instance could be the same instance, but they were talking about school and grades, and they were failing, and they just didn't want to learn. But what pissed me off the most was that I think this girl, the young mother, she had a brother, I believe, and the brother is treated like complete shit. I've never seen a young black man disrespected so horribly. It's, in a home. I never, even amongst a guest, I've never seen shit like that. I'm like, okay, I mean, a guest is here in the household. I'm like, this family has like no fucking etiquette. The kids are disrespectful, and the kids are so disrespectful. I don't even fucking address them. I just ignore them. They don't know how to greet people, and they're used to guests coming in there because their mom does hair. But I'm so fucking annoyed with the whole, like, they just cannot talk to people. It's disrespectful, and I think it stems from that girl's dating history, and I think they're used to seeing men pop up and go. They're probably used to seeing their mom fall in love with random dudes, and these niggas are gone the next day. And I think it just kind of stems from that laziness. And man, and with the young man, and I believe he's the older brother, but he looks kind of young. I literally think he's slow, and every woman in the house, even the two girls, they dog him. And what pisses me off is that he's technically the uncle of those two girls. Those are his nieces, and those girls treat him like complete shit. They don't. I don't even think they even call him uncle. I don't even think they ever call him that. They talk to that nigga like a. They literally talk to him like a younger brother, and it's so sad and so disrespectful. Like I literally cringe. I cringe when they yell at that young man. You know what happens is that the grandma, she'll have him run some errands, and he's at the CVS, little drugstore, and like they like he will call them, and he'll be like, I think he has like short term memory, or he's nervous when I think when he does tasks. I think like when people aren't around him, he's nervous about doing the wrong thing. That's what I theorized. And so he always calls like twice, and then there's always like an argument over the phone, because it's like one of those moments where you call someone, they don't answer, but it's because they're calling you, and it's like everybody's calling each other, and it's like there's no coordination to the call, and it's like, okay, hey, don't call, I'm gonna call you. There's none of that. So usually they'll fight for like 10 minutes over who's calling who, and the grandma's yelling, I told you to get Reese's Pieces. And he no, actually, I went ahead of myself. He'll be on the phone. He'll like, what candy do I buy? Reese's Pieces, you fool. Oreos? You want me to buy Oreos? No, Reese's Pieces. Man. The last time I went there, that dude was damn near abused, man, like a freaking caged animal. The dude couldn't even go outside. This is a man. I think he's probably my age, maybe a little older. I have to text that. I have to text that girl and ask her what's his age. But I believe that's her older brother. I think. I remember in a distance conversation a long time ago that she said she had an older brother, and I believe that's him. But that dude gets cussed out, yelled at so often. And what pisses me off is that those little girls can't even address him as an uncle. They don't even they don't even take him seriously. I was like, I'll be like, man, when you know, that's freaking embarrassing. The dude can't even go outside. There was an argument with him going outside, and he's like, um, I just want you. There was like a whole argument about going outside. So I think he takes out the trash, and he uses that as like a cover to go outside. And he's outside for like 20 or 30 minutes, and like they're frantically calling him. And I'm like, okay, why are they calling him so hard? Like, it's just a regular day, nobody really outside except for kids in the playground. And so, um, I'm kind of like confused. I'm like, okay, like why is there such a big fuss over it? And and I'm wondering like why is there a big fuss over over him going outside. I'm thinking like, okay, is there a gang that's targeting him? Is he being bullied? Are there kids harassing him? Is there a girl trying to use him? I'm trying to figure out like, what's up. And after after the girl gets my hair done, I see him outside again. And I'm like, okay, well, okay, let me figure out what he's just walking around. He just walked around the neighborhood. And I see him run. I was like, I bet he's in trouble again. I bet he's in trouble again. It was so disheartening just seeing that shit. I'm just kind of glad, and this is why I don't even get my dreads done in these ghettos with black women at home because I'm damn near sick and tired of. I'm damn near sick and tired of you know single moms, these young single moms that can't even raise a damn kids right. Kids walking around, they yelling in my freaking ear. I'm like, I can't. I freaking can't. I remember, I think, and she lives in a decent neighborhood too. But yeah, there was this girl. She did. I wonder if he needed to take that bus. Trying to waiting for my brother to get off, to get from the barber shop. He needs to go to work, so I'm trying to figure out where to drop him off. But anyways, frick, I really do need to use that restroom though. Might have to pause it here.